morning, Griffins.
Today we're going to be talking about a new creative writing class.
Part 2 of the infamous projector battle.
Check in with James on the street.
In the Stanley Cup epidemic.
I'm Annalise Holtz.
And I'm Erin Chavanaugh. And the legend starts right now.
Next year, creative writing students will have the opportunity to hone their skills in with a new class.
I have the story.
Sickles High School is now introducing a new addition to their course list, Creative Writing 3.
Creative Writing 3 is a year-long honors credit for the creative writing students. Miss Hutchinson and I have been the ones planning the class and considering the things that we would like to incorporate in it. And we both have decided that we think that it should be a portfolio class where students work on multiple versions or revisions of one piece. So therefore they can get really good at honing one particular piece to perfection before they just move on to the next project.
With just the 2 creative writing classes this year, a 3rd class would excite many students who looked forward to the new addition.
I enjoy creative writing because it allows me to get my thoughts out on paper and kind of explore my imagination, and it's also kind of a brain break. It would be more fun to have people that are really dedicated to writing in the class as well.
I'm hoping that it'll be similar to Creative Writing 1 and 2 because I love those classes so much, and I love that it's not as structured as an English class would be. So hopefully it would be probably just more of that creative aspect and not so much structure, because I feel like you get that structure from so many of your other classes already, so it's nice to kind of have a break to just write.
Many students are looking forward to learning how to write more stories and expanding their knowledge in writing. If you're one of those students, email kathy.mackesy@hcps.net for more information. Reporting for The Legend, I'm Erin Chavanaugh.
Do you remember the projector battle from last year?
Yes, and we have a much-awaited update.
I was able to use that money to purchase this little lovely device right here.
I have a thinner projector. It's 33% more efficient than his.
Your attacks on my new projector were unnecessary and unfounded, and my projector will have its revenge.
No, I will not be attending the funeral.
I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. I can't. I'm in mourning right now. It's been about 2 months since we lost projector. It's been hard. It's been tough.
I understand that he is upset that his projector died, but at the same time, he was very braggadocious about his projector. So I think he is just using his grief as an excuse not to build the bridge that he needs to build between our classrooms.
I didn't say anything negative about his projector or him. His projector is great, and I'm really happy for him, but come on. 1771 power light, come on.
Mr. Bear and his projector owe my projector an apology. And once that projector and him apologize to my projector, which I've named Monica, then the healing process may begin. But until that apology is issued, I don't think there's any room for some healing.
Can I look in the camera?
Yeah.
To Mr. Burr? Mr. Burr? Mr. Burr. What I think you need to understand is the tragedy that has befallen us. And that you would use it as a time to make demands. It isn't who I thought you were.
The door is open for him to make the initial efforts at peace.
Neither one of us is the better GB. You know, if someone has to have the initials GB and if someone has to have the birthday of November 25th, and it's got to be a better person, it's going to be me. You know what I mean? We are powerhouses together in the 900 Hall. Everyone knows about these GBs in Sickles High School. We are the GBs. Okay, we have a birthday on the same day. We have the same initials. We're basically the same person. And we bring the hype. We bring everything. If one tries to be better, the other goes to match it. So it's just impossible.
I think that he and I, we're like the yin and yang of GBs. We bring balance to each other in different areas of our personalities.
The day has come, and now we have to let them go. Rest in peace, Powerlight 1771. Fly high. Fly high.
This week, James Bullock went back on the street to find out people's biggest icks.
What's up? It's James Bullock, and welcome back to James on the Street. Today, we're asking people what is their biggest ick.
Just like when they when
What is your biggest ick?
not communicating, bad grades, and not going on nature walks.
What is your biggest ick?
People who like mac and cheese. Biggest ick is when people think they're better than others when they're not.
What is your biggest ick?
My biggest ick is when freshmen throw food here.
My biggest ick is when people sneeze too loud and then don't cover it or anything.
I don't really like blonde hair. Reporting for The Legend, I'm James Bullock.
Aaron, is it just me, or have you seen Stanley Cups all around school this year?
I have, and personally, they aren't for me. Drew Humphrey will tell you more.
People are hurting each other in Targets just to get a Valentine's Day Stanley Cup.
It's a Stanley!
Match the Stanley and win it.
I want my own art. I want my own place.
With Stanley Cup's rising popularity thanks to the prompting of TikTok and Instagram influences, the sales for the Stanley 30-ounce quencher have increased drastically with a 275% sale increase thanks to Marketplace.com. The Stanley has fallen into the hands of the middle and working class and now acts as a status of wealth rather than its original intentions of being a cup for construction workers and labor-intensive job employees. Many TikTokers, mostly women, have amassed dozens of Stanley Cups, proudly displaying them in colorful rows in their videos. In some interviews, they proclaim the ability to match the Stanley to the outfit or nail polish is a huge accessory for them, according to WesternMassNews.com. This is a perfect example as to how people follow overconsumption so quickly as a result of trends. You don't need 30 of the same water bottle in different colors, not to mention it's $35 per cup. Buying what is not a problem in the slightest. It has several nice qualities, such as a nice reusable cup that can stay ice cold upwards of 48 hours. But you really don't need more than one. There are several cups from other reputable brands that do not need to be replaced because of a new trend. But it is still a massive waste in production costs and material to make so many of these when people really only need one. We urge that if you already own one or plenty of other nice functional water bottles, to not buy any more. You probably couldn't tell this wasn't a Stanley, as it looks almost identical. Actually, it's only $17.89 at Walmart. You don't always have to follow trends just because everyone else does. Reporting for Legend, I'm Drew Humphrey.
Thanks for watching, Griffins. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at Sickles TV.
And as always, have a great day
and make good choices.